Good boy, Michael Bright. Like him a lot.
No, he's a great figure in a GFL
You know the day.
competition.
You know the day I pranged a truck running to Luke Forbes' car.
Yeah.
He was behind me. And he filmed it on his phone. He reckons it's hilarious. You know what? Beep, 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 beep. You might be in trouble here. Nah, just filmed it. You can see it happening. It's a classic.
On the bright side,
Yep.
no pun intended.
No, he's a ripper. Oh, dear. Okay, I'll give quickly before Stavanuta to do battle with Scott Halls. Who's going to win it, boys?
South Barwon.
South Barwon.
All South Barwon. As Halls actually wins first tap. Cracked around by Cameron Hall into the path of his teammate in Beardsall. Gee whiz, out wide. I reckon that was Casey Burke kicking it forward for St Albans. Or Clavitt, really good hard tackle there, but it's thrown it over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in on the outer side.
Just a quick one, Milky. With this ground, the way it works out, there's a bit of a ridge through the ground. The ball gets stuck out that side a lot. It happens in every game I've seen out here.
Yeah, as we see our man Dan Roy, the cowboy, comes through, going forward, goes over Wells's head at ground level, trying to pick it up. Looks like Fisher, and it is. Spots up, full forward. Wells has got back. Oh, almost takes the mark. Good enough to get the crumbs. Good smother by the St Albans boy, Jabanick. Coming out, Wells gets the rebound, settles. Not quite good enough to kick, but it's a first score on the board to Clinton Wells.
Well, it's been more than 10 years since St Albans last defeated South Barwon. I reckon Wellesley might have been playing.
Here we go, Chew-Man. Here's the Chew-Man coming at it.
He's away.
Yes. Yeah, Benny Evans takes the mark in the goal square from it. No, sorry, not Benny Evans. I thought it was Cameron Hall. Benny goes with the left, kicks it in front of the man cave. Wiseman gets one hand to it, back in the senior side. Coming back from injury, do we know? Or was it poor form?
No, little calf.
A little calf? Yep. Well, it would be a skinny calf. It's coming out of Wisey, let me tell you that. No doubt about that. And good to see him. He's an important cog for this South Barwon side. Wells to do the ruck work up against Halls. Ball at ground level. Sort of almost a blind handball coming out there. I reckon that was Hall who brought that up. Oh, and his boot was already over the line there in Kirby Burke. I was talking to the boys and they said, oh, there's Kirby and Casey, and Casey's the skinnier one. And I said, you're kidding me. How can be skinnier than Kirby? Spinning ball, Stavanuta knocks it down. Oh, ducking his head on that occasion was Corrigan. The bit of man love in the truck coming for Corrigan. Out the back goes Beardsall. Dishes off the handball to Veruca. Veracura? Veracuru.
There we go.
Veracuru.
Veracuru, how did we go?
Yeah, that's
that it?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yep. And boundary to bring it back in. Young girl rips her arm. Best she's got. Balls from Stavanuta come down in the back to, yeah, it was Woods. Had brekkie with Woodsy this morning into the centre of the ground. Goes across. This is the big man in Geordie Duncan. I'd love to have a beer with him. Gets down into the forward 50. Scarlett at the bootlaces. Dishes off the handball to Robson. And umpire says he's wrapped up, going nowhere. Well, I did have breakfast with Woods and with Herbison this morning. They were sitting at the table next to me in Sticks and Grace. Wanted me to pay it. There's off a step, pay their bill just quietly. Off a step goes Mitch Fisher, and they get their second behind.
Just a bit of subtle product placement there. Anyway, St Albans escape the back line, or do they? Because there's a bit of pressure by the South Barwon boys. The big Wiseman gets the handball out, and then a kick from Richards finds Woods. Woods gets a short chip in, and is that Robson, the backer smash boy?
Man, you're unreal. That's the best nickname we've come up with, I reckon, boys.
Well, I've only been here for 2 seconds.
That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. True man or rain man, I don't care which.
Well, many people thought that Kurzman would be the #1 recruit to this team, but Robson surely has impressed us so far this season. 45 out. Could come down to the line, and it's touched.
Getting up high, getting your fingers on that was Hanson, I reckon, wasn't it?
Yep. Just
didn't quite grab it. I think he had a clear run at it. So it's, whoops, I've got to write that one down. So 3 behinds. Coming out with the kick out again is Cameron Hall. Goes wide, gets the 1-2, then decides, nah, I'm going to rush this over the line because it's all sorts of trouble. Danny Wilson's young boy, Joshua Wilson, I reckon it is. You're nodding? You're allowed to speak.
Possibly.
You're allowed to speak.
Come on, guys. I'm doing all the other stats. Let's chip in here.
Mars kicks off these non-preferred. Burke goes with it, but it's picked up by Battaglia. He kicks it forward. Did he play Bannockburn? Did you say about Battaglia?
Yeah, a couple of years Bannockburn.
Goes out looking for Herbison and it goes over the boundary and we'll have a throw in.
Just on behalf of all Italians, we don't pronounce the G, Milky.
Battaglia.
Yep. Spot on.
There we go.
There you go. Learn something every day.
That's it.
Well, so now we're going to have to call you Wogchu Man.
Oh, hang on a second.
Intercepted.
Hang on.
Intercepted by... It goes back to Robson. Robson squares it up, but getting back is Halls. Can't quite take the mark. Scarlett's got 2 to beat. Applies the tackle. Comes back. Comes out to Wilson. We'll call him Little Rooster. Short kick. Finds his teammate in Sterling.
It's been in and out of the side this season for St Albans, but let's look at where this kick goes. Does this justify his selections? No, Kirby Burke gets it out. And now Stavenuta. No, don't argue with the big boy in Stavenuta to another big boy in Wiseman. Ball's dribbled towards the St Albans defenders. We get a handball out. Hall gets another handball out.
Oh, good kick.
To Wilson.
Good kick under pressure there from Davis across to Wilson. And another good kick from Wilson. Finds his teammate there in Danny Nichols. The sole representative in the interleague side from St Albans, and then went on and made the country squad. On his hands and knees was Carmody, dishes off the handball, then goes back and gets it, dishes off the hands again to Wilson. Already had 4 stats, the little fella, as his kick goes end over end and goes over the boundary line.
There is a monitor, Milky, if you don't want to jump out of your seat.
Oh, I don't like that. It's the only exercise I get every week. What are you talking about? Just wondering, is Brewster Wilson's son young? No, he's not. He's ignoring me, Lockie Bruce. I'll ask Brewster when he comes past. Up over the top. Ball's in dispute. Surely we ball this up instead of... yes, we do.
Any Collingwood fans listening? Danny Nichols played the one game in 2007.
Oh, it's a nice little one.
Round
That's
18.
not bad.
Oh, hands comes out to Dan Roy. Gets it in the Wells direction. It's almost crashes into Mitch Fisher. Mitch Fisher tries to stand up in the tackle and he does. Dishes off the handball. Wells needs a good bounce. He's got one running, but he dishes off to only as far as Benny Evans. Evans out wide. He's got a runner and it's Kirby Burke. He gets one bounce, then settles with the left. Puts it out in front of his teammate in Clinton Proctor, the boss. The Cockroach has got it. He's on the outer side. Squares it up. Goes back to Kirby Burke. Picks it up again on the left. Into centre half forward. Oh, good kick. Maybe lucky. Into half forward. It's at the top of the square. Good work by Tommy Stewart. Picks it up and gets him out of defence. Away you go, Alex.
Tommy Stewart gets his kick straight out to Harry Corrigan. Harry puts it on his left and Woods is under it. Takes a chest mark. Bit arrogant. Come on, mate. Use the 2 hands. Wiseman's got it now. He's going to handball it back to Woods. Woods goes towards the centre. It's a bit muddy, but that will not stop the South Barwon midfielders. Another chip kick goes towards half forward. Wells is there.
Good pick up from old Wellsy.
Orson's grandson. He's 60 out. Kicks
Orson's
it last.
grandson.
And he's got Scarlett there.
Still stays funny, that, doesn't it?
Yeah, I love it. It's so good. He's a good actor as well. Robson's going to chase it. St Albans out of trouble, but not for long because Richards takes on Evans, as does Wells. Evans, the reigning best and fairest of St Albans, keeps it in. Goes for a... Ooh, I'm not sure Jason Dunstall would be happy with that kick. And we'll go out for a throw-in.
You're using a bit of Hume. A bit of Hume.
It's not bad. It's pretty sharp.
Fresh from the Hume Highway, boys.
You should have just rested then.
Finished on top.
Stopped there.
Oh, well.
Ah, dear. All good. Spinning ball on the outer side. Wiseman, I thought Wiseman was going to go third man up there, but it comes across, and it's Jesse Mawson. Goes back to Wiseman, onto the run of Corrigan. Corrigan with the left, into Hanson. Oh, didn't quite grab that. Oh, Fisher applies a sensational tackle. The umpire says, had no prior, and we'll have a ball up. 27.5 metres out from the South Barwon goal.
Already seen the dominance of Stavenuta as well, boys. He was vital last week in their win against St Mary's, and he's won every hit out so far today. He's proving his dominance early on.
He even got a single article just about him in the Geelong Addy on Monday.
Bray.
Hey?
James Brayshaw.
Bray.
Bray.
Great.
Bray.
Oh,
There's balls on the outer side.
it's not great.
Well, I'm just thinking all the time. See, I can do two things at once. Picked up loose ball. Oh, poor kick by Mars. Gets it in the path of Herbison. He's a lefty. Gets it over by hand. Woods. Another one. Fifth behind to South Barwon. 5 behinds to no score.
The accuracy isn't the greatest for South Barwon at this point, but mind you, this time yesterday, St Mary's had kicked about
They call him
one
skinny.
goal.
Brayshaw? No, he's not
one goal,
skinny,
12
is he?
yesterday, so
No.
it's been an inaccurate round all round.
I'll get you before quarter time.
Yep.
I'll have something. Because pig didn't work. Coming out of the goal square. I reckon that's Hall. Gets it up. Up early. Almost taking that mark was Sterling. Didn't quite. Deliberate as the call. Umpire said, nah, throw it in. Umpire Formosa. Little big man. You're sticking up the little blokes. That's what they should be doing, little blokes. Umpiring. All of them. All the little blokes. Just umpire.
Well,
Get out of the
Wales
way.
is in the ruck. He does just about everything else for South Barwon. Sharp tries to get it, and finally the kick's out by Double Dam. Another youngster. Marked by Evans. Evans at halfback kicks it towards the centre.
Oh.
That's intercepted by, it looked like, was it Richards?
Yep.
Yep.
Falling down almost took the mark. Well done.
Anyways, the ball's taken by Herbison. He couldn't quite get it. Handball out by Battaglia. And now Kirby Burke, fresh from a premiership up at Northern Territory, but St Mary's used the opposite wing to frustrate the broadcast van.
Yeah, it does a fraction.
Just want to point out here, St Albans' offensive run out of the back line. I reckon at the moment they're pressing up too fast. When they come out, the first kick's about 25 metres away, but there's no longer options.
Yep.
They just got nothing coming out at the moment because they're all at the footy.
Yeah, they're falling down at halfway for sure.
Yeah.
Good work, Skinny. Ball comes out, Corrigan. Gets one high and get a free kick out of wing. BT, no, we can't call him that.
Yeah.
JH, no. Oh,
Doesn't really
kick smothered by Sharp. Oh, sorry, Sharp's kick is smothered. Picked up by Mark Hoare. He puts it out. Front of Herbison. Wells tries to clear a path for him. Tries to stand up in the tackle. Dishes off the handball over his head to Wells. Wells again to Fisher. Good work here from the St Albans defenders. But getting in there was Hoare. Over the back there goes Brucey Lachlan. Or Lucky Bruce even. He gives it off. Good work. Ends up with Jackson Burke. Real grass cutter. Goes across to his teammate there in the coach in Proctor. Proctor gets the old 1-2. Then is dispossessed. Tommy Stewart got one high. Free kick to Proctor.
We speak of the interleague stars. 2 years ago, Proctor was on fire. Could have got best on ground in that game against Ballarat.
Yeah, and if I could have played, I would have been a good footballer. Ball comes off from Damien Carmody. He spots up that same man again, Proctor. Proctor's at centre half forward. Decides to go wide. Find a teammate out on his own. Good lead. They're playing kick to kick, these two. That's Damien Carmody again.
Kicked 8
He
goals
goes-
on this ground against Lara, but this time he's elected his teammate. And it looks...
The bearded one.
Yeah, it couldn't be Marsland, could it?
It is. Is it Casey Burke?
Nah, looks like Adam Marsland.
Yeah, I reckon it is. Yep, it is. It is Marsland.
Now, he's got the longest goal celebrations in the GFL, so let's hope he puts this through and we can dissect this one.
I'm watching him. You watch. Oh.
Yeah,
He's put out in the
great.
drunk.
It's a tough pocket to kick from, that one. They're real deep here.
Yep. Out on the full. Tommy Stewart to take the relieving kick. Gets a bit of a grass cutter. That looks like... Is that Hardy? I put a line through him, didn't I?
No, it's Duncan.
Gonna say Geordie
Duncan. Yeah, it is Geordie Duncan. Looks a bit like him out there, doesn't he? But pale skin. Comes across. Wiseman at ground level. Test the old calf muscle. Diving for it. Tries to knock it out of the contest. Loose ball comes out the back. At ground level, all I can see is Downroy Cowboy green boots in there. So we know the ball won't come out while he's in there. And we'll have a ball up.
Another stat from yesterday, Bell Park kicked 4 goals from their first four forward entries. No goals yet, and how many forward 50s have we had for each side?
Very Kuru was dispossessed from the yell. I would have thought some people thought unfairly, but the umpire said, okay, we'll have a ball up. Far away from us almost as possible. Ball comes down. kick out of defence. There's a free kick here. It's going to Marsland. Oh, sorry, Kirby Burke.
Kirby Burke.
Just saw Marsden put his hand up for it. I think he just says, nah, I'm not telling him where he's going.
Premiership with St Mary's up in Darwin. Unfortunately, there'll be no finals for St Albans for 11th straight year.
Must be coming in over the paint now with the left. Can he get the first goal of the match? No, he can't, and it's punched over the boundary line, but I'll give it to him, I reckon. Kirby Burke will put it down one now next to him. Tommy Stewart it is at full back. Your call, Jimbo. Where you go? Have a crack at calling, mate.
Yeah, he tested me out on the far side too, but St Albans bloke was strong underneath it there. Who are we looking at there? Carmody, is it? Yeah,
he's been good so far, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's had plenty of it, about 60 out. He'll looking towards the centre now, but he'll go towards the pocket where he'll find Tommy Stewart coming over the top, unfortunately for him. And we'll have a throw-in.
I think he's getting to Bears Proctor that he went to. Might have put the old coach under a fair bit of pressure. 2-on-1. So far, so good. Skinny?
Yeah, not bad.
No, he doesn't like it. Buzz doesn't like it, so we can't go with it. It's got to be unanimous.
Here you go, so no one's get their hands out. But the South Barn player crashing in there. Can't quite see who it is, all the way over there. He's
not that far away. Come on.
I'll tell you what, test out the odds. They'll have a ball up here,
Tommy
inside St Albans 50. 41, the young bloke there who was that Davis coming over the top. Now we've got Mars, gets the kick out to wing, but it's cut off there by the St Albans player. Who have we got there?
Don't know. Haven't got him too far away. Oh, good mark though. Spots up his mate in Lukey Williams. Centre half forward.
Playing game number 50, Williams, the former Eagle.
Who played milestones yesterday? Just reel them off there, will you, G-Man?
You picked the one round where there's only one other.
Well, there was 3 at St Joey's yesterday. 3 blokes played the 100th game.
David Fawkes, a relation, I believe.
Fawkes, future son-in-law.
Future?
Yeah, I'm yet to give it the stamp of approval, let me tell you.
Does the daughter know about this, or do you just like him?
Nah, he's a good boy. He's all right. Anyone that plays footy, mate, they win with me.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Him, Tommy Latore. And as the ball comes out, and we're still just filling in time here.
Nah, there were plenty of milestones. Also, Leopold, Jai Thompson, Jeremy Larkham, 100 games each.
They reckon Jeremy Larkham's the most different cat you could ever run into. As it comes, I reckon that was Corrigan that with the right boot on that occasion. This is Halls, I reckon it is. No, Jabornik. Comes out the back from Hall, back to Jabornik. Off one step goes Sterling. Almost into a good contest. Created there. Well, can't pick him up even on the monitor. Who that is?
Looks like the former Collingwood
Nichols.
superstar.
Yep, it's Nichols.
How far in are we? Any idea?
17.
Oh, have a look at that. Haven't we brought the A team in today?
Knew he'd be on it there.
Yeah, he's got to do something, the old Buzz.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, Corrigan bashes his way through. Gets it over to his teammate in Fisher. Fisher's dispossessed. Ball is in dispute. Crashing his way through. Good work on that occasion. Was that Lockie Bruce, was it?
Yeah, Fisher's just a bit sore. I think his knee got twisted round that tackle. It looked a bit awkward the way he got tackled. The legs didn't move and the torso just got whipped around.
He's in a bit of strife. The camera's still on him. He's in a bit of strife there.
What makes this worse for Fisher is this is the longest interchange gate in the GFL.
It's ridiculous.
He's having trouble, and
you'd almost think each team would bring a bench themselves and set it up
exactly.
right there.
Yeah.
It'd be the smart thing to do, because it's a long way.
Get the golf buggy out, I reckon.
Yeah. Especially with the amount of rotations these days, it'd be...
Surely they're using the golf buggy to bring the food over to us. Stavanuta off a step. He kicks intercepted on that occasion. That's Lockie Bruce right in front of us.
Playing his 6th senior game, kicks it towards the centre. He finds his teammate.
Touch of rang in Lockie Bruce there, I reckon. Isn't there, boys?
Nothing wrong with that to all the girls listening. Kirby Burke takes a sidestep, bangs it on his left. Come on, we're very ambitious boys. Herbison gets it out for South Barwon, finds Wiseman.
He'd be a bit like Two-Man too, to be once a year in the spa bath.
Dan Roy. He's the reigning best and fairest for South Barwon, and he gets him another forward 50.
Good work.
Well, it's very
Adam Sterling. Very,
Sterling.
yeah.
And Nichols takes a mark.
They're taking it up to him, aren't they, boys?
St Albans have done really well after the first 5 minutes when South Barwon had most of the play. They've really slowed things down and almost played the game in their own terms the last 10 minutes.
It. At the start, their defence really kept them in it, didn't it?
Stavanuta intercepts the kick from Hackett. Comes across to Mars by hand. Hackett almost got a hand on that. Wells, hands up, can't quite take the mark. Reckons he was held. But at ground level. Oh, good work, Jolly John, wasn't it? Yes, it was.
Too easy there.
Yeah. Got the boot out. Wells contesting against 2. Wilson gets the hands across. Evans gives it over to his teammate. Good work here again. Sterling goes to the wing. Oh, good mark from Geordie Duncan.
Great grab.
Love to have a beer with Geordie. Gets it over to Fraser Fort. From Hort back to Duncan. That's 2 pots. Look, Stavenuta was on his own, but he saw he was close checking. Duncan goes wide. Finds Tommy Stewart. Almost in the centre of the ground. He too. They're well manned up here, but he finds Hoare. Mark Hoare. Half forward. Still looking.
They got 2 spares back, St Albans.
Yeah, goes to... No.
One of them.
Goes straight to Evans.
Poor decision there.
Yeah.
Surely he could have seen, that they were plugging that hole. He should have kicked either side of him.
Or even put in the air. Give Wells a chance
Yeah.
at a contested mark. Evans out of side. Good kick to Proctor. Wiseman hot on his heels. Proctor at half back. 2-man.
This would have to be one of the most highly anticipated first goals in recent memory.
Hey. Oh! Tommy Stewart!
Tommy!
Marsden got up earlier.
He went too early.
He went fractioned early, yep. Hey, McGuan yesterday for Kyla kicked 6 behinds in the first half and 5 goals in the second half. It was a similar. I think the score was 1-7 to 3-9 or something at half time.
He was bound to turn around then, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was. Yep. As Wells marks that kick from Stewart, and
Have to be a big kick.
no, he's the thumping kick,
Yeah,
mate.
he's a huge kick, yeah.
Absolute. This will just rocket through.
Post eye, you reckon? Just
He's a big kick.
Well, the man on the mark stand about 46 out. He'll be kicking from just on 50.
hasn't got all of it.
No, he didn't get all of it.
Wait for it though, wait for it.
Oh, ball.
Slow down. Where's the Jason Ackermanis moment? Well,
Herbie.
He could have...
He's in trouble. Yeah, it took too long.
Too many eggs. Too much bacon this morning, Herbie. Told you to slow down. He pinched some of Woodsy's bacon. That just might be just what slowed him down.
Tackle is going to fly. Ooh, no.
Good work here. Across to Double Dam.
I think Tommy Stewart's mark's a big act to follow.
Yeah. Across to Proctor. Dishes off by hand. Goes the old 1-2. Then, sells some candy. Beautiful. This body shop. Gets it over. His teammate comes back out to Hall. Hall, now I've lost it. Where are we? We're still in play. That was Proctor again who held on to. Was that Proctor? Yeah, it is Proctor.
This is his second free kick on this side of the ground.
He's had plenty of it too,
I
hasn't
think
he?
he just had 5 possessions just there.
Yeah.
Their defence has been outstanding. They've chosen to run it out of defence to save themselves, and they've done it superb every single time.
Stewart, front spot, can't quite mark. Battaglia was there. Battaglia, was there. He comes down the line. Downfield. I wondered why they all stopped. Is there a siren I just didn't hear? Secret siren. Free kick goes to Jolie John.
See again here, St Albans has just dropped 3 numbers back, just in the hole in front of Clinton Wells.
You have a look up there where they are. There's 4 South Barn boys on their own, so all their opponents are down here. 1, 2, 3, 4 onto Wells. Wells! The old back kick! Gets it out of the pack! And a free kick too high. Goes... There's nothing in it to Adam Sterling. Just a good contest. Dan Roy said, do you want the footy? You come and get it, son. I'm not picking up for you. Dishes off the handball quickly across to Casey Burke. Apparently the skinnier of the two. Benny Evans takes the mark. Goes out wide. Is that Cameron Hall? Or was it Lockie? No, it was Lockie Bruce, wasn't it, that had that and kicked it wide, intercepted. Herbie with the left. Now goes very long and deep. Hansen can't quite mark it. Getting back there is Jebenik. And handball's under pressure and there's a contest. We'll have a ball up. That'll be right on the paint on the outer side.
Just a couple of times Darcy Hansen just misread the fly of the ball. He had one in the middle here of the 50 not long ago on that one. It was a beautiful kick to advantage and he just misread it. I think he could have even had a go at it in the end.
Well, good work there. Was that Battaglia again? And his kick is intercepted by 3 pots. Wiseman Wiseman into centre half forward. A great kick to Hanson, the man you were hanging shit on, Buzz.
Just a bit of constructive criticism, Milky doesn't go astray.
Just to get him up and about.
That's it. He's at you probably watch him training, Darcy. You get out and watch the old Buzz train and just give him a bit of advice. Feel free.
Could teach me plenty, I tell you.
Yeah, you have to get past the crush he's got on Corrigan, though, wouldn't you?
Oh,
Bit of man love. Wait, did he talk about his biceps last week or not?
I reckon he might.
You don't talk about another man's biceps.
Don't do that.
I need to fill a bit of time.
No, in comes Hanson. A wobbly old kick, but I reckon it's going to get the first 6-pointer. No! Another one.
They just can't go through today.
No. I think they all need to have a look at Jay Lever. Jay Lever kicked one from 55 out and just smacked the post. Kicked it. It was a very solid kick, wasn't it? The twos. So coming out from fullback is Hall. Goes to the outer side, finds BNF winner in Evans. As Proctor and Nichols go past us, that's a couple of handy blokes to be wandering past the man cave. Evans kick, miscues it. Manages, though, to get across to Sterling.
Sterling would have to be leading the marks at this point in time.
He's been good. He saved them a few times.
I'm surprised you don't have his exact tally there.
Yeah,
Wow.
Stu, man. What
Jeez,
what are you doing?
Quarter time, you're in trouble, buddy.
Just come up with a nickname, and that might quieten him down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't.
Well, surely we couldn't have long left till quarter time. So
That's what. How long have we been going, Buzz?
Almost 26.
26, and probably the most uninteresting quarter of footy I've seen this year as the siren goes. And the score at quarter time is 1 behind to 6 behinds. So we can save a lot of energy by not reading out the goal kickers.
Yep.
I think we'll take a break, boys, and in the meantime we'll come up with a nickname for Jimbo, Skinny, Hicko,
Bray.
Pig. Bray. Yeah, we'll have to come up with something in the break.
Yep.
Talk to you in the second quarter. Good, we're back, and with the hunt continues for the nickname for Jimbo. Couple of suggestions there, Buzz. Jaeger?
Yeah, Jaeger. Still up in the air with that one.
The Rug Doctor?
Probably $1.01 favourite at the moment.
Yeah.
Alan.
Yes, the rug Doctor's getting in there.
I reckon we go have a few drinks tonight. I'll prove the Jaeger nickname too.
Alright, I got one last handy addition. How about we name him after the first goal kicker? Because we've been waiting for a nickname and we've been waiting for a goal. So
How about we name him after trainer number 2?
Who we got?
That's the ball
Milky's neck is about to snap if he keeps looking in that direction. So Stavanuta taps it down and Corrigan couldn't quite get the kick out. So we'll have a first free kick of the second quarter going South Barwon's way.
Herbie
fully loaded. Right in the centre.
fully loaded. That's not a bad nickname either.
Gets Dan Roy. Half forward. Sends it in. He's got Scarlett under it.
Oh.
Scarlett couldn't quite take the mark. It's going to be scooped up by St Albans defenders. Well, they can barely get their hands on it, but Nichols gets the handball out to Sterling. Sterling finds who we got here. Casey Burke gets it on his left. Uses the opposite wing.
Oh.
Wiseman running right back into the flight. Nice sidestep. They don't mind their sidesteps on the wing. And now Evans, who looks to be limping.
He's a long way from his back pocket.
Yeah.
They're in here. They're in here if you
Here
can
we
pick it up.
go.
Matty Davis. Evans headbutted him. Evans headbutted his little mate in Kirby Burke. And the ball's still in dispute inside the forward 50 for St Albans.
How often do you see the co-captain headbutt the vice-captain? Seriously.
Co-captain.
Yeah. Damien Carmen.
No, I'm just I'm throwing names up every time I hear something.
Oh, right. You're not actually watching the game.
Corrigan finds it. Gets it into Herbison. Doesn't quite take the mark, but he's good enough to give off the handball to Sharp. Sharp has a bounce, then gets it on the rebound. Because he didn't quite bounce it cleanly, but his kick is intercepted. That's another kick there to Adam Sterling. Bouncing ball. You reckon Corrigan's got it trapped? Then just happy to see it over the boundary line.
Did that well there.
Yep, umpire says throw it in.
Disguised that very well.
Keep talking. We've got to think of something.
We got it, yeah.
You just got to get it. I'm sticking with the Rug Doctor till it gets dethroned.
Let's hope it gets detailed.
Spinning ball. Oh, Stavanuta Flips it over the back, trying to crash his way through his whore. He's wrapped up in the tackle. Good tackle. Good pressure from St Albans at the moment, boys. They've lifted a touch.
They've been good. They've almost broken even, really, for this quarter and a bit.
Other than that first probably 5 minutes, I think someone mentioned that. Herbison over the top. Dan Roy, left boot, wobble off the side, but someone's there and it's Mars. Lucks of Fortune. He's at half forward. Decides to hug the boundary line and finds Hanson. Got it in the Dukes down low. Plays on immediately. Goes in the direction of Scarlett, but chipping back is Sterling again, isn't it?
Yep.
Adam Sterling played some sort of game.
Well, he's leading marks thanks to the
what are the stats, Chairman?
AFL Barwon stats.
What are the stats there, Chairman?
We got Clinton Proctor's leading in free kicks, Sterling leading in marks, Ben Evans in turnovers.
Got the
disposals, Harry Corrigan actually most handballs. So
Evans moved Wiseman out of the way, then unloads, kicks the ball to the outer spaces where Damien Carmody leads in the race, but he's happy to see it over the boundary line on the outer side. Good work there, Tuman. Yep. So that means you now... Who's he barrack for, Tuman? Is it North Melbourne? No, I'm not sure.
As in the Tuman?
Well, Western Bulldogs. The Western Bulldogs, I think it is. I'm not sure. Someone that doesn't win very often because he fires a spar up and misses out all the time. Daniel Robson is hunted over the boundary line and we'll see a throw-in.
Played for a push in the back there, too. He was looking for it. Looking for an easy kick. Didn't happen.
South Barwon dominating the ruck. Obviously, St Albans really haven't had that key ruckman since Andrew Banjanin 2 years ago, in my opinion.
Fair enough. Everyone's entitled to opinion. Underneath this ball was the South Barwon player in Trent Richards. Didn't quite take the mark, but goes back and gets it. Drills a pass. Finds Herbison. No, sorry, that's Mars.
No, yeah.
Was Herbison, was it? Yeah, gets it
He
over
finds
to...
Hanson.
Yeah, gets it out wide. Finds his teammate.
Stav.
Big Stav.
Oh, he's a bit nervous. Hang on.
No, the big Stav. He's looking at who can I find in the square. He wants to get the first goal on the board. Unloads. Wells' direction. Brings it down to ground.
Robson.
And Robson by hand over the top to Mars. Back to Robson. Slides in under the pack. Oh, gang tackle on the South Barwon player. Was it Wellsy? That's the last to get up. No, Mars. So have a ball up 20 metres out. Wells does the ruck work. Knocks it down. Another gang tackle. Up there. Free kick.
There we go. Herbison.
Free kick right in front of goal to Herbison. And we may.
Well, we may, but the way the goal kicking's gone today, you'd expect him to shank this to the far side.
Shank? No.
Yeah.
No, I'm just throwing names up.
Just coming up with it.
The rug doctor at the moment is leading the fray.
Herbison, just his 4th senior game of GFL this year. The VFL star puts it straight through.
He's got the first one.
And we've done it.
Score the time. 5 minute 10 second mark of the second quarter before we get our first goal, boys. That's
Well, you fought Grovedale Colac 1 goal each, and the first quarter was low score.
Yep.
This just ups the ante.
and the same conditions. Beautiful day. Just a cracking day for footy.
Yep, you were at the Pura Milk Cup between the two Tigers sides.
I
How
was,
was it?
mate. Yeah, it was a very ordinary game, to be honest, for half a game. Apparently the standards lifted in the second half.
Well, speaking of ordinary games, play commences here in the second quarter.
Oh, no.
It's a work-safe game. They're just probably...
No, in terms of the on-field contributions.
They're just playing
We've
carefully.
been starring off the
Geelong
field.
just spat out his caviar.
Not bad, Buzz. That wasn't bad for you. And you know who picked it up? Sean. the little suck Sean would have been mopping it up and wiping his chin. Don't you worry about that. It's Double Dam. Almost gets he does get the kick away. Over to Corrigan. Corrigan down the line. Finds his mate in Hort. Right on centre wing. Takes his time. Because of the press. Puts it in front of Wells, who marks it in the Dukes. He's done that a million times.
He's playing a bit high this week by the look of things.
Yeah.
He's Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
Hello.
You can call me that if you like, but a lot of people call me Milky. Over the top it comes. Hoare knocks it back to Wells. Off a step. Little chip. Goes to Hanson. Hanson would be, I reckon, somewhere near the paint. Yes. I just spotted the paint on the monitor. So he's just outside the paint on the outer side. 1 goal, 6 plays, 1 behind.
We saw him have a little bit of trouble from a similar distance last quarter, so could be a test for him.
Oh, he's taken the mouth guard out. Put the
Confident,
boot down. Put the ball down, rather. So he is, don't you stress, he ain't passing this off.
His third year in GFL senior footy. Goes back. And throw in.
Knocked away from Wells in the marking contest and over the boundary line. So we'll have, as you mentioned there, Two-Man, we'll have a little throw in. As Jackie Birdsall walks past us, just to remind you what he looks like, boys.
Yep.
Over the top, Stavanuta knocks it down. Well, a late whistle. Must have been straight in the hands of Jackson Burke, and we'll have a ball up. Oh, another one. Knocks it out into the path. The St Albans player with the long sleeves. Who is that, chaps?
You'd think it'd be Adam Marsland knowing his trademark, but...
No, he hasn't got a beard, this bloke.
Okay.
Skinny little bloke, I'll get him.
Oh,
I'll
Luke
get him.
Williams, the 50 gamer.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, it was too. Lukey Williams sliding past. And if they could just keep it over there just to really stuff this game up on us. Keep that up, boys.
Not one player in this half of the ground.
It's just the way of modern footy, isn't
Yep.
Stavanuta, as the St Albans coach's bench getting quite worked up over here to our right.
Rory Nicol, the
Rory, Roster.
midfield coach.
Who's got a goal there, boys? The most lacklustre goal you will ever see, and I reckon it was Robson.
Not a lot of noise there to support it or anything.
No, I reckon it was Robson. I'm going to give it to him. We were all focusing on...
We're watching the cameraman. What's he doing? He keep up with it?
That's it.
We won't get into him.
That's Wellesley. Wellesley, that's the biggest sprint he's done for the day as he sprints off the ground. Look at him go! Poor old Rory, he hasn't recovered since I coached him at Ocean Grove. Back in the middle. Oh, good jump there on that occasion by Carmody. But Stavanuta wins the tap, knocks it down, fed out. Oh, Proctor had it pinched out of his hands by his teammate. In defence, double them. All over. He's all over Nichols. And it's a bit of a scrap with Nichols in Doubledom. And it's just inside the square. But they've got up and chasing the footy now. Hands out the back. Mars. Oh, a bit of candy there from Mars. Then round the body he goes. 2 on 1. Hanson's there. Can he trap it? Tries to dish it off, but the umpire's pinged him. The umpire has pinged him.
It's a bit stiff there.
In the back, did he pay it?
No, holding the nut. So Evans dishes off to his teammate. Down the line they go, and he's got him. He's got Matty Davis. Now the side. I think it's sleeve, but it's just muddle over his arm. No one else even noticed it. Jeepers, with you blokes. Davis. Wobbly old kick into centre half forward. At ground level. Good pick up on that occasion is by Fraser Fort. I think that's the first time I've called him today. Come back.
First time this quarter, but he did have a good patch 10 minutes into the first term. Play commences on the half-back line for one team.
Chopping in over the top.
Got shut out then.
Yeah, didn't I? He just shut me down.
You don't bag out Fraser Fort.
Why not?
Former AFL prospect.
Don't care.
Well, he didn't make it, so...
That's it. The sniper? No? The sniper? I was just thinking he just sniped him.
Wait, me?
No. Just Jimbo. He said, well, he didn't make it, did he? So he just sniped you. Bang. Between the eyes. Oh, there he comes out of there. Jesse Mawson. Kick. Puts it in front of Mars. Can he keep it in play? Nah. So we'll have a throw in.
Tell you what, boys, this game needs something. So someone needs to.
You know what it needs? It needs,
to whack
needs us to have a beer.
Yeah, I could go for a fry.
I think we could all have a beer.
There's a bit of pace into the game.
Might just bring up the level, and Shawnee would be no doubt in there having his little beer.
Clever sidestep by Proctor. Swings it back towards Vescura.
That's right in the hip.
And it's picked up by Dan Roy. He gets the handball out. He's finds a teammate in number 29, Jolly John. Now we've got Tommy Mars. He's 50 out. Kicks it towards the square. Who's under it?
Oh, good
I'll
mark.
tell you who's under it. Harry.
Hage.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Oh, no.
Trademark, whatever.
No, that was shocking. Was that Doubledom that got cleaned up? That's him coming across here, yeah.
First year player as well.
Yeah.
It was a good effort.
Yep. Good to see him up on his feet, though. I like seeing that when you get hurt. No good to anyone laying down. He jogs off. Luke Davis into the ruck.
Spoilt for tall timber at South Barwon. Lever, Davis, Fort.
Oh, listen to that.
Yeah, who's got their phone going?
My bad.
Yeah.
She can wait. All right.
Play wouldn't be a she. There's not a chance. As Luke Davis knocks it down. Fair dinkum. There was the bloke. See the photo of the bloke wearing the chaps? That's who was ringing him. What was the name of that? Blue Oyster Bar.
What?
It's an old movie. I'm trying to think what show it was.
I don't think we're all quite old enough.
There's Dan Roy. We'll think of the name of it later on. Dan Roy gets a kick in the middle of the ground. No, you know what it was? It was Police Academy. Comes in, goes across to Mars from Dan Roy. Mars finds Fraser Fort. Tries to chip it short. Oh, it goes over the top and he finds him. Herbison. He's pinged him. Pinged him for 50.
There was no need for that, was there?
I think he might have thought he's probably got a touch to it, but...
He actually thinks he got a touch to it.
You got to play to the whistle, though, so...
Yeah.
Well, Milky, you mentioned the police. I think our hats goes off to Peter Street after an eventful week.
Big Street.
On the hit and run, or
that's nonsense.
He got run
Big
over or
Streety.
something, didn't he?
Big Streety wouldn't have seen the car coming. Everyone else saw it. The big dummy. He didn't see it, so it drove over his foot.
From his angle, he probably thought it was a toy car.
Yeah.
Herbison, can he make it 2 for the quarter?
Oh, good kick.
Yes, he can.
Good kick.
Well, the umpire did a bit of work.
He's just that little bit of class, isn't he, Herbison? He's the only multiple goal kicker on the ground. 4 goals, 6 now, South Barwon.
Now, he's played the 4 senior games, Milky. He can qualify for...
Yeah, I think, hasn't he got there's a limitation on how many he can play in the GFL, isn't there? Something like that. To me, my views on the GFL is they should jam it. I don't care who, as long as you're tied to a club, you can play for them. No one should watch footy.
Yep.
Don't care. This 23rd man is the biggest load of crap going round. Let them play.
And we've got Alex Hickey, same situation with Joey's.
Yep, just let them play, mate. If they can't get a game wherever it is they've gone to, and they belong to that club, whatever club it is, they go back and they play footy.
Well, that's another tap down to Davis, but Nichols picks it up, gets the kick down, and it's in St. Albans. Finally, forward entry for St. Albans. Proctor, the coach, in game number 58, tries to pick it up, but it's picked up by
58!
Jesse Mawson. Mawson would be used to
Give me a
this
spell, man!
Richards gets the kick onto the wing. Finds, is it Tommy Marr? No, Reese Woods.
58! Holy... Adam Wiseman, what game number?
Oh, yeah.
Got him.
Yes.
Give us a break.
It's across... Wiseman goes across to Luke Davis. Davis changes pace, brings it over to his teammate there in Trent Richards. Richards gets cornered, but he gets it across to Fraser Fort. Fort goes straight down the corridor. Whoops, well, it was meant to go down the corridor. And he puts it out in front of Scarlett. Can't trap it. Goes over his head and out of bounds. Not sure that he meant to go quite that deep. I thought it was just trying to square that kick up, but it didn't quite.
Bit of a miscue. He apologised after he kicked it too, so...
You could hear that from here? Or is that just you sticking up for your South Barn mates? No, you're just apologising because you're South Barn mates. How many kicks has Harry had?
How many kicks?
Yeah, Harry, because you'd be keeping his stats, wouldn't you? As Robson goes off the deck and puts it out of bounds on the full.
At one stage, Scarlett just had about 3 blokes on him. I'm not sure if that was a tactic or an autograph signing. Luke Williams gets the kick out from the back pocket. Now it's a 3-on-2 contest. Alex Hackett, the reigning Jim Vivian medalist, is round it, and we'll go for a throw-in right in front of the visitors' bench.
I'll tell you what we won't do, boys. No more laughing at the two man because he thinks he's got a bit of humour and he ate.
Pump up his tires.
That's it. He thinks he's funny, so we just cut him out. There's no hume coming from you.
Challenge accepted, old man, as the play commences. Well, apparently you don't like it when we call you Mick Malthouse, so I'm toning it down.
Malthouse.
Davis gets the tap down.
You'll hear it. I'll tell you now, you'll hear it. You mightn't see it.
Another stoppage.
You might get this trainer hang around because he might be picking the two man up off the deck. Was that Herbison off the right boot? I reckon it was. Top of the square.
Unity.
Scarlett to Corrigan. Corrigan round the body. The big H.
We've gone from no goal kickers to 2 multiple goal kickers now. Am I right, boys?
Very
You are.
quickly,
Yep.
There you go.
Oh, look at the smile on Buzz.
Oh,
He pumped the air then. He pumped the air when Corrigan kicked that.
The desk started.
Turn
Yeah,
it up.
Yep, he pumped the air.
No, it was South Barwon
interesting.
just got the.
That is different, isn't it?
Very
Just to
What
the
are we-
side of
what are
the
we looking at?
man
Just
cave.
Just look at the side of the man cave. We've got Marsland, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, come over and he's getting some instructions right at the boundary line.
Knowing him, it's like, now this goal
Yeah.
celebration, mate, we want to
Yeah.
go for 2 fist pumps. We need a bit of a skip, and he's like, yep, no worries,
Looks a
guys.
bit like the wild man from Borneo.
Yeah.
Doesn't he?
He does. Very interesting. We go back. Dan Roy taps it to the advantage of South Barwon. Oh, good pick up there by, I reckon that was Kirby Burke. Comes out. Where here's Marsland. He's got his chance. Puts it in front of him. If he can keep it in play, he's got Tommy Stewart to beat, but it goes over the boundary line. And we'll have a throw-in. That was Beardsall that brought it out of the middle for St Albans.
Milky on Tommy Stewart, fullback of the year, or
Oh, no, he's quality. He is quality, Tommy.
I think it's a 3-way race between him, Luke Kerman, and Tommy Gillies.
Oh, I tell you what, you've looked at Dale Carson. He is a
Carson.
gun.
Oh, Gus,
He's
sorry,
super.
4-way race.
Well, a good friend of mine too, so just watch
Yeah,
it.
no, he could go back to back.
Yes. Ball's picked up by Darcy Fort. And, even Fraser Fort, because Darcy be doing well to pick it up. It's out the outer side. Battaglia picks it up. See, got it right.
Don't
boys.
argue with the man.
Yeah, comes out with Nichols. Tell you what, if that doesn't bring rain, that is straight up and straight down. Underneath, Double Dam, showing a lot of courage. And just showing, it takes more than a knee in the kidneys to slow him down. Oh, his kick wasn't fantastic as he goes to his teammate. Ball out to Mars. Mars by hand. Not quite clean either. Over to Fort. It's picked off by Burke. Burke in turn. Oh, he's tackled without there, I reckon, the St Albans player, but the umpire didn't agree with me as the ball's in dispute. Inside the arc there for St Albans, and we will have a ball up.
Just a bit sloppy.
That was
by
Proctor
South
too, I
Barwon.
reckon. I reckon they pulled him off the ball without it. Go again. Oh, up he goes. That was good work there from Luke Davis. Gets it over to Herbison. Bouncing ball. Oh, again, Double Dam. Goes off the deck. The man he's got to beat is Beardsall. And they're wrestling at ground level. And there is another one under there. Yeah, and that's the man in Verakuru.
Ball up. Could be St Albans' first goal, but unlikely when Herbison roves it and gets the free kick. Alright, where's he going to go, fellas?
Comes straight to Double Dam. Good kick. Really good kick. Spotted him up. Keep going, mate.
Oh, no, I was
No,
handball it to them.
Yeah, well, Jimbo could have a crack, but he's
Yeah.
no good. Oh, Hanson, big stretch. Big stretch. The old rug doctor was no good. We asked him to come
he
in
got
and he wouldn't have a
stuck
crack. Hanno's the call. Clears everybody. And going back and taking a good mark is Casey Burke. He goes to the outer side. Not a real great kick. Into the path of Wells. Off the knees. Dishes off the handball to Richards. Who then in turn finds Woods, isn't it?
Yep.
The outer side. Woods.
Was once the young fella in this group, but now he's moved to the top half with all these young stars. Gets it forward. Mars was under it, as was a few of the St Albans defenders, but Jolly John couldn't quite take it. Now Wiseman gets a tackle. Another stat for him.
Ooh.
Alright, it's cleared out for St Albans.
Look out here.
The Super Saints, could this be goal number 1 for him? It's Phil Manasseh style down the wing. Who's he found in the square?
Oh.
Well, it's a drop Tom Stewart mark.
Oh, gee, Carmody just about. Desperate stakes here, right at the top of the square. Proctor decides to do it himself. Dishes off the handball. Picks it up by the Phil Manasseh player. It was Matty Davis. But off a step. That was Battaglia, wasn't it? Kicked the point.
Had a bit more time than he thought then. He got the ball in a good 5 metres of space and just sort of rushed his kick.
He definitely could. He did it off a step in the end, didn't he?
Yeah.
He could have run in a bit and really steadied and put it through.
Stewart, little chip. Over to his teammate there in Richards. Is that Richards or is it? Yeah, I reckon it is. That's Richards out there, isn't it? Gives it back to Stewart, the old stat racker-upper.
Good word.
Still stat racker-upper.
Contributing to the dictionary.
Yes. Now he bombs it. Out wide. Outside. Oh, Wells! Turning back the clock there, Wellsy. Ball comes back to Battaglia. Over the top, but Stewart. No, doesn't take the mark. Clears it out with a clearing fist. Wiseman at ground level. Dishes off the handball. Richards out wide. Wells again. Oh, drops that. Drops the easier of the ones. And the ball goes over the boundary line. Outside.
I ran out of grip over the South Barwon.
5-6 to 2 behinds.
Well, Battaglia has hit Tommy Stewart up down there twice now.
Yeah.
And both times failed to hold on to it.
So we've had nearly 6 quarters of footy with St Albans haven't kicked a goal.
They've had a good day, haven't they?
Work safe. I suppose if you're not kicking goals, you can't get hurt, can you?
Only on the score sheet, Milky.
That's it. Outer side. Ballerine Supreme Meats. Just reading the sponsor signs, boys.
Yep, just giving them a
Sounds
plug.
like I'm bored. Oh, yeah. It comes out of sight. Here we go. Into the pocket. Is that Proctor over the top? Oh, he almost found Marsland. But over the top goes Duncan. His kick's marked by Herbison. Fast becoming, to me, South Barwon's best. Gee, Jesse Mawson, not quite clean with the handball. Missed Hoare. It's might come back and bottom on the arse here. Comes over to Burke. He finds his teammate. Got him. And that man is Matty Davis.
He's returning to St Albans after a year out. Gets it into the goal square. Marsland's under it. Can he take it? Wiseman was there, as was Tommy Stewart again.
Oh!
Now, what's the umpire?
He gone! He gone, Proctor! First one!
Proctor.
Advantage paid. Should have brought up the fact they haven't kicked the goal a bit earlier.
Proctor, he can be handy when he's moved forward. He kicked 6 goals against St Mary's a few years back.
Yep. Very handy player. And he's been very good for this club too, just quietly.
Absolutely.
Very good.
What do you think of the haircut there?
Nico, mate, what are you doing?
Extreme, isn't it?
Danny Nichols, although he has been a bit of a fan of the extreme haircuts. Rory Nichols, there's not a chance he could be related to him because Danny looks like he's got some ability. There's no free food in here, champ. As the ball comes back. Centre half forward for St Joe's. Oh, going back, surely. I thought that it might have been a free kick. Wells ends up going off the deck.
His
And
feet got in the way of his hands there. He tried to pick it up and the foot was in the way.
Second behind to Clinton Wells.
Just looking up, Jacob Sharp's return to the senior side. Is it a good call or a bad call, boys?
Are we
Dunno.
passing that off to?
No,
Yeah, I couldn't
Here we go, the buzz. Sorry for the silence, but he
He's,
went across the buzz, and the buzz wasn't going to commit.
Oh, I thought we were going along the line.
We'll skip into you.
Beardsall takes a mark just on the back edge of the centre circle. He got good mark there taken by Scott Halls. Started off in this first centre bounce, Halls. Oh, gives it over. Where he goes to Ferrakuru. Gives it over to his teammate in Matty Davis. Davis gets it over. They're gone back to back. Almost. Damien Carmody finishes it off with the goal.
It's amazing what you can do with a bit of space. Earlier on, it was that congested they couldn't get any good ball movement going. All of a sudden, it opens up. They can hit a few targets and away they go. They got 2 in a row.
It's that pace of ball movement that breaks it all open because that they got through the zone, South Barwon zone easy, and that's why Carmody had so much space out the back because that quick movement didn't allow the South Barwon players to drop back and help out in defence.
Good work. Actually, this is starting to sound like a bit of a team, boys. Not like this. It's starting to improve.
It's business end of the year,
been,
guys.
and you know what? And there's been no one complaining about how cold it is. And
Well, it's because it's not.
Not to name names.
Writing out their own sheets and shit. Ball goes to the outer side. And picked up by Stavanuta. Handballs it into some trouble. Surely the umpire can't ping anyone there. I think that's Burke in there, isn't it? Casey Burke, bottom of that pack. Or is it Kirby Burke? They're both strapping lads.
Could they be the best brother combination in the competition?
Who else is there?
You got the McCorkles, Carsons.
Well, the McCorkles are pretty handy.
Yeah.
Although there's only one Carson now.
Yeah, fair enough.
Ball comes out to the outer side.
You guys keep calling. I'm going to work out who else is related.
Oh, here we go. Clinton Wells and Orson Wells comes out the back. Kirby Burke goes down the line. Wiseman can't quite pick it up. Virakuru, he picks it up. That'll do anyway. He goes round the body to Beardsall. Beardsall again. He's lifted Matty Davis. Davis goes wide, but Tommy Stewart chips in. and takes the mark. Oh, here we go, Marsland. Chips it. Proctor doesn't quite take the mark. Dan Roy gives off the handball to Wiseman. Wiseman feeds it off to his mate in Duncan. Geordie goes wide to Richards. Richards, has he got one? Scarlett. Oh, he's had 2 to beat. Ball goes back there to Benny Evans. Evans dishes off the handball. Into some traffic there. I reckon that's Halls. Over to Burke. Oh, he's dispossessed. Good work there. Goes back and gets it. Dishes off the handball to his brother Casey. Comes back Virakuru. He's got time to settle, but it's a bouncing ball. Tommy Stewart. Here we go. Marsland. Is he being held? No.
Oh.
We all want to see that celebration you're talking about as the ball's rushed over. Out of bounds. I thought that went through the behinds.
What are we expecting, Alex? Just
I don't know.
a bit of a goose step,
It
sort of
better be
Chad
good.
Corn style, or what
He
are we rolling with?
points his direction so people know which way he's going.
It better be good, or because I want him to kick one now, so it better be damn
I'm going to
good.
give him a spray at half time if he doesn't deliver.
Wiseman off the deck. Picked up ball by
Matthew
Robson.
there.
Too high, says the umpire. St Albans players not happy about that one.
I reckon rightly so. It
Yeah,
looked
I'm
like,
sure
looked like a
about
fair,
Did to
fair
me
bump,
too.
didn't it?
Yep. Good chipping in mark. Taking my Nichols and it unloads a big bomb. He's got Proctor in the pocket.
How many times have they combined today? We seem to hear their names
Yep.
before and after each other
Yeah,
constantly.
that's it. Or we just say 6 hits 5.
There we go.
What about that? We don't worry about their names. 6 hits 5, 5 hits 6. There they go.
Well, I stood toe-to-toe in the VFL for almost a decade and now they're teammates, so how good is that?
Almost a decade. Could you be more precise?
Yeah,
None of this almost.
8.76 years.
Yeah, I was over for 8 years and
Yeah.
322 days or something like
Give us
that.
a number of games. That's what I want.
Wow.
Proctor hard up against the fence. Kicks it nice and easy.
So, oh,
Just massaged that through the goals, didn't he? Beautifully.
It's a game of multiple goal kickers, like I said.
all of a sudden, got a bit of a roll here, and they're not all
3
that
goals,
far back.
please. 5 goals.
All right, back to the brothers.
3-2, so it's
Which-
17-point margin.
Which combination would you
There we
guys
go.
rather have in your side? The Burke brothers or the Fort brothers?
They're 2 ends of the scale, aren't they?
Exactly.
They're 2 ends of the scale. Do you want runners or do you want big bean poles?
Well, that's for you guys
Nah,
to decide.
I'd go the fourth.
Fourth?
You always want a bit of height. They're harder to come by.
Milky?
Yeah, I always like them. I'm a fan of the big boys.
Yeah, sort of agree with that.
Little blokes can please themselves.
There we go.
Stavin, go on, keep going. Al?
Oh, yeah, Stavanuta taps it out. And we got a long kick forward. It could have been sharp. Doesn't matter now because Wells has taken it
big,
down.
Strong. Big, strong mark there by Wellsy. Mind you can have both the Forts and I'll have him. I'll have Wellsy
There's the siren.
any day of the week.
Siren has sounded.
Yep, so at the moment it's 5-7 to 3-2. This will score. It's just what sort of score it is. In he comes. That's a better one. He got a better purchase on that one.
Not quite.
But no. Minor score. Hasn't kicked a goal yet, Clinton Wells. 3 behinds.
Nice.
Let's say. I like this
Yeah.
bloke. He's right, see, writing down. Learning from the master, this bloke. Good work.
Not the
And-
behind.
Rug
and-
doctor.
I'm not worried about
and
them.
you as well,
Well
Milky.
done. Well done, Rug Doctor. I think there'll be a change in the
no.
commentary team next week. We mightn't have any more two-man. I think we're just about had a gut full of him. Goal kickers. Rug Doctor, away you go.
Well, South Barwon, who we saw get 5 in a row, and they had a couple of multiples in there, and Corrigan and Herbison. And then
Rory Nichols is threatening me.
Yeah, you're in trouble there.
Nah,
I reckon he's
he can't
got you
run.
covered for
He
size.
can't run.
No.
I get run him.
So, yeah, the singles for South Barwon was just Robson. For St Albans, Proctor with that cracking goal from the boundary there. He's up 2, while Carmody's got the 1.
We're going to take a break. Scores at the minute, 3-2-20, 5-8-38. 18-point margin here to South Barwon.